welcome everybody to another one of my game pickup videos. I screwed up on my last game pickup video, and it'll probably be released right before this one because I accidentally deleted it, so I had to quick film it again really quickly after I had already alphabetized all the games and put them on my shelf. So anyways, I refilmed it, and I have a bunch of new games here for my recent game pickups video. Alright, so if you're interested, I have some good ones here today. I have many more than last time. Well, not many more, but last episode there was a lot of games, but most of them weren't very good. There were like a lot of baseball games or games that I was already missing that I just wanted to get in my collection so I didn't have to keep worrying about them. So here we are with, I have 9 games here today, and they're all pretty good. First I have Bubble Bobble. I'll show you here. You know, I have the second Bubble Bobble, but I never had the first one. So now I finally have the first one here in my collection. Interesting, I already have 225, 230 NES games. Bubble Bobble wasn't even one of them. I'm still missing a lot of the classics. And then I got Lolo, Adventures of Lolo. Another classic that I'm missing. Like, I'm still missing other big classics like Contra and Kid Icarus. I just don't have them. So I'm finally starting to get around to getting them. Spy vs. Spy, a little less common. You know. Kenko, Seika, I don't know how to pronounce it. And this other one is also pretty uncommon. It's Worm, Journey to the Center of the Earth. I've never really seen a copy of this out in the open. I visited 2 game stores today, and one of them I go to all the time. It's Toy-rific Video Games in Maplewood. I don't have the address for that right now, but maybe I'll put a link if they have a website in the link of the video. But he has a really nice game store there. It's really small, but he has lots of games. I found really good games there before. One time I found a Mega Man cartridge there, and a Metroid. Just a bunch of really stuff that's uncommon now. They're sitting there. And the man behind the counter, I don't know his name, but he's so friendly. Alright, now coming into the more uncommon stuff. 5. These are all later release games. 92 and up, or 91, 92 and up. First is Stanley and the Search for Dr. Livingstone, which unfortunately this one is a rip. The top of the label is gone, so it just has Stanley written there in marker. You know, unfortunate, but it was still going for a little under retail price. You know, this is a 1992 release. Uncommon, I've never seen it. This is also at that Toy-rific store in Maplewood, Minnesota. White Bear Lake. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's Maplewood because that's what their website advertised. So there's that one. Oh boy. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. This, I should have saved for my top 10 worst NES games video, probably, because I've heard horrible things about this game. This is another 1992 release. Basically the HUD and everything, the menu system, all of that was reused from this game in Wayne's World the next year, and y'all know how bad that game was. So, uncommon as usual, a THQ game. THQ makes terrible games. Alright, this one was sent to me in the mail by a friend who found these a while ago. I mentioned them in my other video, but this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project. 1992 release, as usual. Basically, it's the only one besides Tournament Fighters that I don't have of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. I'm happy to finally have it, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are awesome. And it's uncommon. Then this one, let me tell you about this one. Don't look at that one yet. This one's crazy. I asked for this game for my graduation. Not even for my graduation. I asked someone to find this game for me. My aunt, who lives by the Toy-rific store. And she went there it comes back at my graduation party and gives me the Super Nintendo version, and I'm just like, oh boy. Because I didn't want a Super Nintendo version, because I don't like the Super Nintendo that much. So I went there. She said that the man behind the counter at Toyrific said that they never see this game, rarely see this game, and whenever they do, it flies off the shelves. They didn't have it at that moment, so he said he'd keep his eyes peeled. Well, I went there today on a hunch, and I was looking around hoping to find it, and it was sitting there on the shelf. They just got it. Joe and Mac. This game has really good graphics and music. For it being a December 1992 release, that's expected. It's by Data East, which is a real underdog company. They're really good. I love their games. And Joe and Mac. You know, I finally have it in my collection. This is one I've been looking for a long time. And just really interesting to have an NES game with parallax scrolling. That's just unbelievable. You don't see that much. And the last one, the rarest one, also sent to me by my friend who found it, who sent me Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. This is Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Hillsfar, a 1993 release. Not that good of a game for what I've heard, but it's rare. He found it for well under retail price, which is why he got it for me. I mean, he just called me and said, here are some NES games, tell me which ones you want me to get for you. And he reads off Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. I'm like, oh, do they have Hillsfar? And he's like, oh yeah, they do. I'm like, what? You have it? They have it? You have to get it. So he got it, and now sent them in the mail to me, and that's that. So here are my 9 games that I got on this episode of Game Pickups. Thank you for watching.